So welcome back, guys, for the semi-finals and the final here in Berne. Beautiful venue. They did a great job here in preparing this final strip. They're presenting the first semi-finalists. It's Vadim Anokin from Russia, Richard Swiftkar, Ukraine, and Alexandre Bardone now for the second match. And he will face the second Ukrainian, Igor Reislin.
Unsere vier Schiedsrichter kommen aus Brasilien, aus Moldawien, aus der Schweiz, aus dem Irak. Gut, wir danken den Fechter und den Schiedsrichter und wir kommen zum ersten Gefecht zwischen Anokin und Swika. Merci vielmals. Okay.
So as mentioned before, we're installing here our equipment and we're ready for the first semi-final between Ukrainian Swiftkar on the left side, red light, and on the right side we have Vadim Anokin with the green light. So since we're here preparing, the host and everybody is introducing the fencers. It was mentioned that Vadim Anokin won the Doha Grand Prix in 2015, and also Richard Swiftkar, a well-known team member of the Ukrainians, very strong team. And as we have seen the whole day, they managed their way through. And for example, also the victory from Swiftkar against Ruben Limardo in the 60 finals to qualify for the quarterfinals was impressive. And Vadim Anokin also beating the 16th final Glazkov from Russia, and then just before in the quarterfinals with a quite easy victory against El Cord from Morocco. Is he such in a good shape, or was he a bit lucky with having this opponent? We will see. Anyway, we're here ready. Two fences on the strip, young fences, comparatively young, and they'll fight for their ticket for the final here. So guys, whenever you have questions, I have to question who is in the semis. It's, as I said, Swiftkar against Anokin, and the second semi-final is Alexandre Bardone against Igor Reislin, the second Ukrainian. So we see Richard pushing right away, beautifully flicked on the hand. Anokin a bit surprised that Swiftkar is not wasting any time or giving away a zone on the piste. Not 1 meter, he's pushing. And impressively good point, but also Vadim Anokin with a great parry of 8 riposte, and also his flick on the hand, and has a good flash, which we will see for sure. And, there we go. Well known for his counter-attack. We have even score now. The Russian friends and teammates are cheering for Vadim Anokin. And we will also hear the Ukrainian supporters if Swiftkar lands his next hit. Again, the Ukrainians doing a great job, also having with Bogdan Nikishin in the top 8, being represented with 3 fences in the top 8. That's the most successful nation here, and a beautifully executed full touch by Swiftkar, and now leading 2-1. So also tell me on the live chat who you're cheering for, and we'll see who has more fans online. What also impresses me is that they're on a very, very short distance here. Good counter-attack flash again by Anokin. It's not a surprise to me because, as I just said, the distance is really, really close. If you just take the right decision and distance is correct, a flash with a simple one disengagement or a one parry counter-attack flash will be enough because they are really close. 3-2 lead for Anokin, first time lead for the Russian. Russian feeling comfortable here. Again, counter-attack flash. If you would have gone straight, probably would have been a single light. But good for him. I mean, it's one touch up, double is fine. What's also good to see is that you see Anokin trying to flick several times. Here it is, 8 parry flash, but also he tries to hit with a flick at the inside of the hand. And we'll see if this action will be successful in the future of this match construction. Always here, he tries to hit the flick. We'll see that for sure soon. See it on the inside. Not yet. Swiftcard might gonna go for another foot touch. Anokin ready with the 8 parry. And there we go. 4 flick flash on the body of Swiftcard. Liked touch by right-handed fencers. I also love to do that against lefties, but many times they know exactly what's coming and they're waiting for this action. Double light, good for Vadim. 7-4 lead, 1 minute to go in the first leg. There's the flick attempt. Another one, maybe it's also just a fint to make Swiftcard move forward to take his 8 parry. That was from way too far, good reacted from Swiftcard. Oh, he missed the parry riposte. Ooh, Vadim, you attacked from way too far here, but you managed to get out and hit with the remise. Good touch. Frustrating for Swiftcard because now we have 8-4 instead of 7-5. That's a big lead, 4 touches already, 40 seconds to go, the first leg. That's not enough for Swiftcard. I don't want to say easy hits, but Anokin with great tempo today, great sensation. And it does really look good for him. Footwork looks solid. The work with his point, he's dominating the match. We can see Swiftcard tries to get a reaction out of Anokin, pushes him for a counter attack and then to parry, but that's just not enough. 10 seconds to go and we have a 6-point lead by Vadim Anokin. And I guess with his experience, he will not give this lead away very easily. He might gonna go into break. That's what's happening. The two fences can now have the chance to discuss with the coaches. I guess the Ukrainian coach has more to say. I try to find out a bit what could be the case. He's saying to continue to push. And if I interpret his hand signs, yeah, he must do something. He must react now, because if he's not reacting, this match is over. And on the Russian side, I mean, the coach, what he's doing is encouraging Anokin to continue what he's been doing very successfully. His counter-attack looks really good. And looking forward, I think Vadim Anokin will be our first finalist here in Berne. And the other favorite I have since the first match I saw him is Berne, fencing amazingly strong today. If he wins his match against Raislin, we would have an interesting final of the two fences, Anokin and Berne. But that's just imagination. We have 5 more touches ahead of Anokin, and we have seen matches been turned around already. Swift making a lot of pressure, hitting by Flesh, nicely done. Anokin immediately pointing to his coach. I agree. I was too shaky and sloppy at the last meter. I have to push myself, so we might miss the counter-attack from Anokin as a reaction. There we go. Double rights are good for him. They look easy. That's what I've been saying. They look easy for him. I have the feeling that if he would like to, he could go 4 times more and score his 15th touch. Oh. Touch by its floor. Anokin tried to put his riposte between his legs. Would have been a nice touch, but Swift got touched. Oh, nicely done. He launched a fake flash. Swift card looking for the blade, and Vadim Anokin takes the blade away and hits easily. Looks easy, very difficult timing, hard to do. 13-7 now. Again, I have the feeling that Swift card is kind of giving this match away. Very sad, but sometimes it's also difficult in this situation. We've all been there. He looks not really motivated. Oh, motivated may be the wrong word, but he's not looking very confident that he can turn this match around. Instead, I see many options for Vadim to touch, so I guess the 15 touch is just a matter of time. There we go with a remise. Anokin in the finals. Congratulations from my side and all the viewers, I guess. And fair handshake of the two opponents. Congratulations, Swiftcar, Richard, for a great competition. You can be really proud. You did an amazing journey on your tableau. And congratulations for a bronze medal. So Vadim Anokin has now the chance to rest, to relax a bit. Maybe a bit an advantage also. His match was also his quarterfinal match. Short matches, giving a strong image of himself. There is a chance for him now to be rested and well recovered for the final. So we will see. But again, I stick to my first saying that I think Berne will have a good chance to win this competition if he goes through here with Igor Raislin. Very strong opponent. A lot of experience. And he stood many finals already, so he knows the feeling. And he's the last remaining Ukrainian in the competition. They did such a great job. I cannot understand them or read them. I hope you're cheering for the Russian section in the semifinals. Again, Alexander Berne doing an amazing job today. And Igor Raisling beating Yannick Borel just before in the quarterfinals. Berne is the winner of last year's edition of the Heidenheimer Pokal. So he knows how to win competitions if he has a good day. So we'll see how it turns out. And Igor Raislin, the bronze medalist from the last World Championships and silver medalist winner at the World Championships with the team. Berne always, each match now, we have seen him attacking. He's doing the same thing now. He has his hand touch, he has his power riposte, he has his flash, he has an amazingly good hand foot touch. I wouldn't be surprised if he will land some touches. We see the first attempt on the foot, we see the flick on the hand. Also the foot movement looks great. Wow. So 6th parry, flick on the back, missed. He goes into prim and he touches with the riposte. Well executed from Igor Raislin. Actually, was this here just the first time Berne was not leading? I think so. I'm not sure, but in my opinion, he never was down one touch, and so that was a premiere of the day. But he equalized already. Footwork looks brilliant. Also, Raislin is pretty strong. It's funny, Igor Raislin always fences with a protection for his ankle, right ankle. Now he's not wearing it. So looks like he feels better. Good news. Push again. Oy, oy, oy. While moving back, he flicks at Barne's mask. Wow. Well saved. And again, Berne down. Great. Nicely done. What I like with Igor Raislin is that he's not giving his blade. Like, it's hard then for Berne to get the distance right, because you see Raislin is with his blade always down. And he's actually standing really close. Wow. Nice touch on the hand. New situation for Berne now. Will he be able to get out here? Or is Igor Raislin too strong today? Okay, there we go, nice touch. But not the first. Launch was a success. He had to go over the remise, and you have to be careful with Raislin because we saw it before. This guy's fast, and his confidence level seems to be pretty accurate and strong. So, and bad news for Berne is that he had his attempt on the foot and got the touch right away. It was a 3-1. RA on the shoulder, pam, which is always hard for a fencer if you have like a signature move and you get, wow, so that coupe was brilliant executed on the hand. But if you have a good move and you get the answer like this from Raislin, like, okay, do it again, I hit you again. Again, he tries the foot and Raislin is ready. Wow. Would be good for Berne to go into break and refill some confidence, the confidence he showed us the whole day. Because right now, that's not the Berne we have seen before. Oh. Well saved. Good, nice done by Raislin. That looked dangerous, but he reacted very well. What also might be the case is that Bogdan Nikishin gave some important advices to Igor Raislin for this match, because since they fenced before the quarterfinals where Nikishin lost against Berne, maybe he gave him some important insights how he was able to touch him. 6-3 right now, and I think we can go into this minute. Or will Berne try again with foot? That would be a very bad decision in my opinion. Not yet, at least. No, they're going to break. And you see Raislin was a bit exhausted, and the physical condition of Berne looks better to me. But maybe I'm just interpreting something wrong here. You can see Berne giving his advice to stay strong on his feet. Also with your shoulders, keep them straight, hip level, well focused with the both feet on the ground. Move slowly and good touch on the ground. Continue to do your footwork as you did the whole day. And I think that's a good advice. And I think for Igor Raisin, he's already ready. Standing at the line, he wants to continue defense. I like the approach. This guy's happy and confident. So interesting how this will turn out. So we have two questions. The first question is easy to respond. No, I'm not Benny Steffen. My name is Fabian Kauter. I'm a all-time fencer. I competed at my last competition, really competed was the Olympic Games in Rio, and since then I kind of stopped and haven't touched Epée, but I'm still a big fan of this sport and I love to follow it. And maybe the other question is how I would fence against Raislin. It's actually quite... Oh, we have a good situation here. He says all because he thinks he's happy. I fenced many times with Igor Raislin. I think we have almost the same age, and I always liked to fence against him, but in my opinion, he improved a lot. But what I would do, I would work much more with the flash. Not work with launches from way too far. I will go close into the distance and try to finish with flashes. Which was I actually also expecting Berne to do so, since now he's more working with launches, and it seems to me that Raisin sees them. And maybe passivity minute. And also, I was able to hit Raisin on his hand, but seeing him touching on the hand today, I'm not sure if I would be able to hit him, because he has either improved a lot or just brilliant day today. But we see a touch from Berne. If I would be him, I would continue to attack, go into close distance, and forget for a second the foot touch, because he tried it twice and he got hit twice. So maybe it's also key to give up one of your best moves to beat your opponent. And in this scenario, wow. Great release from Raisin. I agree. Raisin is on fire. We have a double touch here, given by the referee. No argues here. In my opinion, correct. And it's a 3-point lead. It's not that much. Oh, now it's 4 points. So, guys, I think Berne should not place any attacks in the middle of the strip, because it's Raislin's decision either to step in or step out. And Berne is kind of lost because you don't know what to do. If you're on your footwork level so strong, like Berne, why not use the whole strip? Make your opponent tired, work here, in and out, in and out, in and out. Wow, okay, that's just very strong. He's not impressed. He's not impressed by by the movement and everything what Berne is doing. 6 touches ahead. Again, a decision, Prix decision. That's like flipping a coin. Why would you do that if you're 5 touches down? We have a touch. We have a very good question. If Berne uses, in my opinion, the guard as a measure of distance, brilliant touch from Berne. I think you can generally say that we all kind of do. Of course, we look also the upper body and all the position, but the guard is the one thing you focus the most, because you know where your opponent's point is. But if the point of your opponent is faced downwards, where you cannot see it right away, it allows you to make small steps inside to maybe surprise your opponent, that you're actually closer than the other things you are, or that you're just faking it to be close and then to step out. So many ways how you can play with the distance, in my opinion, and sometimes it can be key not to give your blade, because it can confuse an opponent who is strong when he knows where the blade is, or when he is an opponent who is known to be very strong working with the blade. It's a break, 12-7. 5 touches down, that's still possible. In my opinion, if I could give advices to Borden, I would say, okay, take your time. And if I would be the Ukrainian coach, I would try to find out if Raisling feels confident or not. If I would see any doubts in his body language, which I don't see, I would suggest him to surprise him and to attack in this scenario and say, go to 15 touches, finish this game, and you're going to be in the finals. That could be a scenario. I'm very happy that you guys like it, that we interact with each other. I think that's most fun, and we can share know-how and information via YouTube and while looking fencing, which is amazing. So we will see what's happening here. Crazy. Yeah, that's just smart. He gives the blade, like he moves it away, but he lets Borden taking it, but he just not reacts and just closes it. The classic remise. Instead of reacting in a sixth, etc., he just stays there calm, uses his force strength to go inside. 13-7. Double touch, not helping Berne. I think that's almost impossible to catch up. Big round of applause for Igor Raisling, who's doing an amazing job in this match, who took probably some information from his teammate Bogdan Nikishin, who lost against Berne in a tight and close fight. But here, Igor Raisling showed Berne who wants to go into final. Even if we see one more touch here by Alexander Berne, he's been pushed also by his teammates and the crowd because they want to see more fencing, because this match is simply brilliant. And there we go. Congratulations, Igor. You've been fencing amazing the whole day, eliminating Borel and Borden now. And you will meet Vadim Manokin in the finals. So we have a little break here, but we're going to stay live because there's going to be a short interview with Max Heinzer. And I will try to translate you for you what they are talking about and what Max is saying, because since he was our last Swiss in the competition, I think the crowd wants to know what happened, and I try to give it to you We have Max on stage. So the question is, how many times Max won this competition? And 2011, 2011, 12, 13, he won the competition. So the question is, do you happy about the 18th place of today? And he says, in the beginning he aimed for much more, and he started well in the table of 64, and in 32 he lost against Ona Ganon, and Max says over those 6 minutes he was the stronger opponent. He's mentioning that Igor Raislin yesterday was going through qualification and had to fence at 7 o'clock in the evening against a Swiss guy who was 17, and he won 15-14. So, which is kind of crazy in fencing that 24 hours later you're standing in the final of this great competition, and it could have been over just a few hours before, which is crazy. And the question now is, only 2 Swiss in the top 64, and isn't that enough? Is that enough or not? And Max says that's true, but we have to wait until tomorrow. But because in this Olympic season, especially, the team event is key and is important. Of course, we would have been happier if we have more Swiss in the 64, 32, 16. But he says we will be back next week in training and we will analyze it. So, first question about tomorrow already. So yes, this is Max Heinzer on stage. And the question is, yes, Swiss team, you're placed very well. You're ranked number 3 in the Olympic ranking. If everything goes well, you should qualify. But tomorrow in the 32 you have Sweden, and in the table of 16, Sweden or Egypt. What is your goal? And he says, we have to focus from the first moment on. We have to be ready, even if it's 8 o'clock, and not think that Sweden is an easy opponent. Not at all. He mentioned that 2 years ago or something they were even behind. So we take match after match, he says, and we have to be focused, and it's a very important competition. So the interviewer asks, Olympia, Tokyo. Max, you've been twice at the Olympics. And now in Tokyo, if you qualify, what's your goal now in Tokyo? If you qualify, obviously. That's exactly what he says. Yeah, if I qualify, he has to stay humble here. That's absolutely correct. He says that in 2016 we should have been better in the team. I agree, I was part of it. We've lost against Italy without discussion, he says. And this day is still marks kind of a scar in his brain. But now let's focus on the qualification, and then we can talk about goals. So the interviewer asks, wishes good luck to the team. Max, who received the watch as the best Swiss fencer at this TISSOT Grand Prix. is now giving the thanks back to Daniel Giger, who is standing with him on the piste with him, and Danu Giger, my uncle. He was 10 years with us on nice move and gesture by Max. He said thank you so much for everything you did for us as a team, and the watch you just gave me as for the best Swiss I would like to give you. And a very nice gesture from Max, and I think Daniel Giger, my uncle, will appreciate this gesture. And they walk out together in their arms. So I'm out. See you back for the final, I think.
Vom diesjährigen Grand Prix von Bern mit dem Igor Reislin auf der linken Seite und Vadim Anakin aus Russland.
So welcome back for the finals. It wasn't a long break for Raisin, but he looks good. He's still smiling, and this guy won a fence. So we have on the left side Igor Raislin, on the right side Vadim Anokin. Who do you think is going to win? My joker is out. I said it will be Berne, so I failed. I think I see slight advantage. I think tiny advantage for the Russian. And the TISSOT 56th edition of the Grand Prix here in Berne. The final just started. Igor Razlin, Ukraine, facing Vadim Anoky, Russia. Anokin is not the guy who attacks like previous opponents from Igor Razlin, like Borel and Berne. He'll be more patient, and both fencers have a brilliant hand touch, so I guess we will see some of them in a short time. First 40 seconds, it's all about distance. What kind of game plan do you have? I can have this, etc. It's about to find out and take. And we have a first touch from Razlin, which was clear to me. I think he missed the leg of Razlin. And you see, Igor Razlin is a bit older, and this is routine. He was like, okay, if you want to attack, do it. I'm not afraid of the passivity card. And this marsh, this step front lunge from Anokin was a bit from way too far. Igor Razlin with the same style of fencing, not giving his blade, only if he decides that he wants to. Good touch again from Razlin, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Ukrainian. Igor Razlin very patiently, till now not committed one single mistake in this match. And he still moves on the strip like he just started the competition, which is impressive. As we now know that yesterday at 7, 24 hours ago, he was fencing to even enter into today's competition and won 15-14, and now leading the final. And I think we can also say that he's been dominating the whole competition until now. So in my opinion, Anokin is well advised to be patient, take his time, because it's not his style to run, to chase fast and quick decisions and moments to make 10 touches in 30 seconds. That's where he needs to work with. In his 2-meter zone, but he's giving up the strip. He goes and decides to go into the break and to have a chat with his coach. And the Ukrainian coach also. Again, which is really fun to see. You cannot see because the camera is on Anokin, but Razlin is already, he's ready to fence again. He's standing on a strip. He sent his coach back on his chair, and he says, I want to continue. Impressive. Igor, you just got another fan. I love it. He wants to fence, and he's in a good mood. And he will probably fence also the whole day tomorrow. Imagine 3 days in a row from 8 o'clock in the morning until 7 in the evening. That's an impressive result of Igor Raislin until so far. We will see what's the new strategy of Vadim, who had the bigger break because he was in the first semi-finals. The long break, I meant. And he scores his first single light. 3-2. An important touch in my opinion, but Vadim needs to continue to work for his touch, because I don't think that Igor Raislin will give him a gift or an invitation for a touch, because it looks to me like he's waiting. He knows the other guy needs to attack, because if you don't, he will get the passivity garden. There is the attack, and he hits with the remise. I don't know if this was on purpose, but wow, nicely executed, this remise. Kind of felt that Igor was in the better position for the parry post, but obviously I was wrong. Interesting constellation now. Is Igor Raislin really going for an attack in this crucial situation here in this final of the 56th edition, the Grand Prix Berne? A little chat between two fences on the strip. All good. A minute without a touch soon is over. Last time it was Anokin who attacked and got the hit. Received it, I mean. And will we see now Raislin trying something, because the minute is over? And the both fences will get the card. Anokin is looking for short advice from his coach, and they continue to fence. No touch, that's correct in my opinion. He missed the first riposte, then he passed his opponent, and it was the second riposte that hit. Very strong touch. Is that his signature move? That's just brilliant. This 8 is so strong, and the riposte is just the most normal thing for him in the world. And now Anokin in the lead. Is this a game changer in this match? Might be, because he will go into defense, I guess. After such a touch, feeling comfortable to flick on the hand all the time, having a flash in mind as a counter-attack. Interesting scenario. I would advise Anokin to stay in his zone. And what I would advise to Igor Raislin: push him, push him, push him, and provocate a counter-attack, but being ready. They decide to go in the minute. Now it seems that both fencers need some advice. Also, Raislin is listening more to his coach than before. But again, he grabs his mask, puts it on his head 25 seconds before the break is over, and he says, Davaya, Vadim, I'm ready. Which is cool. Also, Anakin already there. They both want the victory. Great image. I always try to stay as long as possible in my break and to discuss with my coach or drink and breathe and relax for a couple of seconds, but they want a fence. I don't think that Vadim is changing anything in his tactic. Anakin will remain in his zone, in his third of the piste, and he wants an attack by Raisling. Wow! Parry post, 8, counter-attack on the foot. That's a great touch, and those in the community who are aware of the fact who was his former coach know exactly that that was a touch he got inspired from his coach. Five to 3 lead. Obviously, that's a big advantage for Anakin, who scores 4 touches in a row here in this final. Oh, he misses his 8. He misses the 8, and Raistlin right there with the remise. But guys, the timing was not good. Igor, go closer if you want to hit, and go with the flash, because this one was too obvious. Or try the flick on the hand. It worked against Berne. And for Vadim, I would advise just to remain what you did before, because the action, your decision, in my opinion, was right. We have Raistlin fans online. We have probably many Anakin fans online. I hope for you that the best guy is going to win. Light in favor right now. Anakin, who lands a counter-attack. And, you know, what really breaks you is that Anakin had to attack to equalize the score. Anakin made parry posts. Anakin landed the touch on the foot. He can flash as a counter-attack. Very hard now for Raistlin, because so far we saw Raistlin scoring 3 touches, 2 single and 1 double. No, 3 single and 1 double, especially in defense, and 1 remise. So momentum is with Anakin. That's good. That's what I mentioned before. Bring him close into the meter, where and even he goes into his 8, that you're so close that you can hit before he has you in the parry. 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Raistlin will push. Will there be a counter-attack flash by Anakin? I can imagine that he decides to be pushed. Let's say 10 more seconds or something, and then a flash. Yes. And he misses. Ay. Wrong decision, but I can kind of understand it, because he was successful before, but not with this flash. This flash is the 2nd time in a row he receives the touch. So, wrong decision for Vadim Anakin. 6-6, 1 minute and 1 second to go. Will someone attack? Is Igor Raistlin continue to push? Be ready. Ooh, that was a good attempt for a flick, which he just missed by. There we go. He took the confidence from before, where he just missed, and he flicked him on his hands. Now, you see how far this can go. All the momentum was with Anakin. 1 bad decision for a flash, because he went too early, and you're 1 touchdown, and maybe throwing away a gold medal here. But also here, it's nothing decided yet. The only thing we know is that we're going to have interesting 41 seconds left, because we're going to have Vadim Anakin trying to go for the equalizer. Wow. Good touch. This blade works, that's for sure. He wants to change. He wants to break the momentum a bit. Regain some power. I absolutely agree. Mentally, very, very strong from Igor Raislin. Even when he was down by 2 touches, he stayed calm, did his thing. He did what he had to do. And look now, 30 seconds before the end, he's up by 2 touches. And he will definitely go into defense or going with a great parry riposte 4. Still 2 touches up. Flash from too far. Yes, no complaints. Touch given. I'm not sure if the decision was really good, because distance was not right in my opinion, but I mean, you have to try. That was instead brilliantly executed. He made it look like he started from way too far and he made a mistake. Raislin ducked down and wanted to hit, and then signature move. Anokin 8 parry, 8 riposte. Brilliantly done. I think Anokin wants to go into the minute. 5 seconds. Pretty sure. If you're down by 2 touches and you can come up. And again, momentum switched. Also, priority Anokin. I think we have an advantage for Anokin here. What happens? Next touch will decide who's the winner of the Grand Prix here in Berne. And start with a victory in the new season, in the Olympic season. And we have Igor Raislin. He scores. He deserves this victory. He fighted the whole day. He's happy. 24 hours ago, he stood here and fought to get qualified for today, and he's the winner. Congratulations, Igor Raislin from Ukraine. What a great match. Great gesture from the 2 guys. Russian against Ukraine. They're friends. And that's what matters most in sports. Handshake. And we have a well-deserved winner. Bravo, bravo, Igor Raislin. Congratulations. And also Vadim Anokin. Congratulations for a great competition. You deserved this silver medal. You were so close with one hand on the gold medal. All the participants from the competition, well done, great job. The venue was amazing. Referees, thank you all, and have a great evening. Bye.
Bis zum letzten Gefecht die Chance noch gehabt, in Direktausscheidung zu kommen. Leider hat es nicht gelangt. Was sind deine nächsten Ziele, Jonathan?
Ja, sicher an der EM und WM von den Junioren in der Mannschaft sein und jetzt als nächstes haben wir einen Heraklion und einen Weltcup-Gewinner.
Merci vielmals und jetzt noch einmal kurz ein bisschen Musik, bevor wir zur Siegerehrung gehen. Alexander Bardene und Roman Zwickau. Im zweiten Rang Vadim Anokin. Und der Grosssieger von dem Turnier, erster Rang Igor Resli. Preise vom dritten Rang werden überreicht von Markus Burkhalter, Präsident vom Grand Prix von Berne. Preis vom zweiten Rang wird überreicht vom Stadtpräsident Alex von Graffenried. Und der Sieger bekommt den Preis vom Grossratspräsidenten Herrn Zog. Wir kommen zur nationalen. Gratulation an unsere Gewinner und merci, ein grosses Merci an euch, die gekommen sind, schauen. Und ich hoffe, wir sind morgen auch noch mal da oder spätestens wieder in einem Jahr. Viel Glück miteinander.